Alright, welcome to another edition of MrCross.org and some training videos. We're working in Excel and we're kind of continuing on here. And what we're going to do today is we're going to actually make a chart, and we're going to enter some data, and then we're going to manipulate that data and create a chart. So the first thing is we're going to be working with a sales chart that is actually on the computer applications one part of the MrCross.org online classroom. So this data, if you want to follow along with it, I'm entering it from that section. And what we're going to do is we're going to figure out a chart. It's going to have 4 quarters, and then it's going to have the different salespeople. And I'm going to organize it by putting the salespeople across the row, and then I'm going to put the quarters going down the column. So I'm going to start by just typing quarter 1. Notice I left myself some space in case I want to move things around or add something. It's easier than having to always copy and paste stuff. Quarter 2. Quarter 3, and quarter 4. Now across the top row we're going to add in some names. We're going to have Steve, he's one of our salespeople. We also have Ron, we have Mary, and we have Cynthia, and we have Tom. Now each of these team members had some sales for their respective quarter. Steve had sales of $54,987 quarter 1. For quarter 2 he had $56,781, and for quarter 3 he had $34,876, and for quarter 4 he had $45,987. 45,987, there we go. And Ron had some sales figures of 76,987 for his first time, and for quarter 2 Ron had 34,686, and quarter 3 Ron did 34,786, and for quarter 4 Ron did 45,345. Alright, I'm going to take a pause here and I'm going to actually fill in the rest of these, and when I come back we should be working with all of the data. Alright, so what I've done now is I've entered all the information. If you haven't done that yet, pause the video and go ahead and enter the rest of the information. We have a real simple chart, but now I want to create a real simple table with some sales figures, and now I want to create a chart so that I can show maybe a board member or something like that, kind of how my sales associates here are performing. A couple different ways. One, you can actually click on the chart wizard right there, which is the handy dandy little menu bar button, or you can go to Insert Chart. And when you do, you're going to be given an option of a whole bunch of different, if that little guy comes up, get rid of him, he drives me nuts. You can be given a whole bunch of different options of different types of charts you'd like to create. We're just going to create a simple column chart, and we're going to hit Next. And when we do, you're going to get a sample of the chart. And you'll see here it's going to show Steve, Ron, Mary, Cynthia, and Tom, and it's going to show their sales figure, and we can actually hit Next, and it will actually generate a chart for us. And we can give it the chart title, so we can call it Quarterly Sales. And we can give it an x-axis of we'll give the x-axis a sales person, and then we'll give the y value, we'll give it in sales dollars. Now I forgot to format my cells as dollars, and that would actually change this, but we're going to go ahead and say finish. And you'll see after we finish, we get this nice little chart, and we can actually move this chart anywhere on the sheet that we would like it to be. And there's additional options that we can actually do. We can actually click on the chart, and we can change the chart type. We can format the chart area. We can create another legend. We can do all kinds of different things with the chart once it's done. But this gives me a much better idea what was going on in quarter 1, quarter 2, and quarter 3, and quarter 4. And it shows me that Steve does real well right out of the gate, and then he kind of slows down at the year end. And Ron had a great quarter, but the other quarters were kind of flat. And you know, we can look at Mary and see that she had a big dip. And what I'm getting from this is that in quarter 3, everybody was a little lower except for Tom. Just charts are a great way to get real good, quick, easy information. if you'll notice here when you click on the chart in Excel, it highlights the row where it's taking the x-axis information, and then it'll also highlight the column here where we're taking the individual information for the different graphs. And then it uses the numbers in blue here to actually determine what the highest value is. And so it rounded up to 120,000, and that was the highest value of any of the sales associates. We can change those features and we can do some things with that. We're going to do that in a later tutorial. For now, give it a try and practice and make a few of these charts.